In our last video, we have understood about the secret plan of Rohan and Muk to go in Mrs. Grover's garden, where Rohan requests Muk to accompany him at midnight. Midnight means at 12 o'clock at night. But Muk hesitates to go as he does not have any secret wish. Just listen to what Muk says. Why should I come along? Asked Muk. I have no secret wish. Come on, let us go and wish for my table tennis. So, at 10 minutes to 12, Muk and I met at the back of old Mrs. Grover's garden. Where did they meet? They met at the back of old Mrs. Grover's garden. Now, why did they meet over there? Because they were going to enter Mrs. Grover's garden secretly without anybody knowing it, just like a robber, isn't it? So, to enter in the garden, before that, they climbed on the boundary walls. They sat over there and they were inspecting the garden, isn't it? They were inspecting that who is there, who is not there, how it is there anybody who can see us when we go inside. So all this they were doing over there. They were inspecting, looking down what is there into the garden. Okay, it was very late at night and nobody was out. It was very calm and quiet and dark, isn't it? And there was only a slight moonlight over there, a dim moonlight over there. Let's see what happens next. We climbed and sat on the boundary wall. We looked down into the garden, which lay dark and silent in the dim light of the moon. And there was a banyan tree, its aerial roots swaying in gentle breeze of night. Here you can see aerial roots. What do you mean by aerial roots? Means the roots that are above the ground. And how they were swaying, they were moving gently, just as though they are hands of somebody, isn't it? Hanging down the tree and they are moving. Imagine how dangerous and haunted it must be looking, right? So they were just looking at the tree, and immediately after that they jumped down, reached the tree and looked around carefully. And as they were looking around, Rohan whispered and pointed out at Mrs. Grover's house, saying, "What if Mrs. Grover wakes up?" Muk replied, "Nobody is awake at this ghostly hour. And now it's time for you to get started." So he runs and goes near the tree and starts chanting. What does he chant? Munke munke timpetu, I wish my wish is coming true. This is what he was chanting, and he was running around the banyan tree very fast because he could hear various sounds of insects. There was crackle sound, there was swish sound. So he was getting scared because it was very calm and quiet. So as the noises around him was increasing, his running speed was also increasing, and he was continuously chanting, "Unke munke timpetu, I wish my wish is coming true." Suddenly they heard a very fierce and loud barking of a dog, which broke the silence of the night. And they could also see the lights were on in Mrs. Grover's house, and the back door was open soon. Mrs. Grover asked loudly, "Who is there? Answer, or I will send the dog at you." Muk and Rohan both got very scared. Muk immediately climbed the tree, and when Rohan saw Mrs. Grover was releasing the dog, he requested her not to send the dog at them. And he is ready to explain everything only if she allows him to speak. "Speak out soon," Mrs. Grover shouted. He told her everything, and Mrs. Grover very patiently without interrupting, listened to him. She was just looking at him with her light green eyes, as if she was trying to see right into his heart. Now let us read and understand the difficult words from the lesson. Suddenly, a ferocious bark tore the silence of the night. Here, the word has come ferocious. Ferocious means very wild, very violent way. So, how did the dog bark? Very violently, very loudly. Okay. I froze. Inside Mrs. Groover's house, lights flashed on and the back door was pushed open. Lights flashed on means the lights were on. Okay. Who is there? Called Mrs. Groover. Answer, or I will send the dog at you. Mook, Mook, I murmured. Say something. But Mook was climbing up the tree. See how Mook is? He got so much scared. When I saw Mrs. Groover bend down to unleash the dog. Unleash means to release. Okay, she was about to release the dog. I pleaded. Pleaded means to make an appeal. Please don't send the dog at us. I will explain everything if you let me. Speak out soon, Mrs. Groover shouted. I told her everything. I feared she might not believe me. But she listened to me without interruption. See, without interruption means without stopping him. Continuously she was listening to him. She just looked at me with hard light green eyes of hers, as if she was trying to see right into my heart.
And after he had completed his say, she finally asked him, Do you really believe in Unke Munke Timpe too? Then he very sadly looked down. He dropped his head down and he said, I hope there would be. Isn't it? We also believe, no children? Sometimes we get fed up of our life so much and we believe that, there should be some magical creature just like a Doraemon or, a genie who can make our wishes true. Isn't it? We also dream about that. But in return, she said, if you believe so, then come on, run, go out and complete your rounds near the tree. And when he had come back, she suggested him, see, don't go from back gate now, you go by the front gate. Why do you think, children, she must have suggested this, that you go from the front gate and not by the back door? Yes, because she was very much concerned about that boy. She has seen how hard he is struggling to get his gift. So, with concern, because she knew that he had jumped the wall. He had jumped the wall and come down. So she was, very much concerned about him, that this person should not get hurt. This boy should not get hurt. So with concern, she told him, now you go by the front gate. Okay, so we will read till here. So she asked finally, and you believe in Unke Munke Timpe too? Do you think it will help? I dropped my head and said softly, I hope it will. Well, she returned, if you believe so, go and finish your rounds. She turned, saying, and while leaving, would you mind using the front gate? I did finish the remaining 6 rounds and left her garden using the front gate. I swore that I would never return. Now, what do you mean by swore? Swore means to make a promise. He made a promise to himself that, oh my God, this time I'm caught. Next time I'm not going to come back again. So he swore to himself. And then the great moment came. I opened my gifts. After this incident, the day of his birthday had come. And to his surprise, he saw that there were so many gifts for him. I opened my gifts, rejoiced over my new pair of shoes. Rejoiced means to be happy. He was happy looking at his new pair of shoes. Then he had thought of hand knitted pullover. Yes, even that was there. And his eyes fell on a parcel. Now, what is a parcel, children? You must have ordered so many things online, isn't it? From Amazon, Flipkart. I'm not advertising that, but yeah, there are some apps where which help us to buy things online. Means the gifts come to our door. The person doesn't come, the wrapped gift come to our door by post. So when an object wrapped in a paper and sent by a post comes, it is called as a parcel. Okay, here it means that. Okay, so his eyes fell on the big parcel, and when he desperately wanted to open it, and it was written on it, to Rohan Khanna, and below that it was written, from Unke Munke Timpetu. Oh my God, he was surprised. He looked at Muk. Stared at Muk means he was just looking constantly at Muk with surprise, and even Muk was surprised. And in his mind he was thinking, oh, definitely Muk won't give me this gift. Then mommy, daddy, no, not at all. Even they won't give. Then who is this Unke Munke Timpetu? Who is this? Any idea? I want you to think over it now, children, and we will join again in part 3 for the same lesson. Thank you.